What is going on, Warriors? It is your boy Shin Ryu, and it is time for another Street Fighter Duel content. We're here right now, and it's time to pretty much go through the kit analysis of the latest character, which is Chief Viper. All right, it's time for us to go through the character. Let's see what she has to offer. If she's any like, I can't find a situation where she isn't going to be really good. Like Sea Viper, regular Sea Viper Crimson was extremely amazing, and she was just a regular unit. Like there aren't too many regular units who are like really badass like she is, as especially as an offensive force. And with this one now being like an assassin rather than a power attacker, you can expect for her to do even more crazy damage. From a stealthy perspective, meaning like likely to attack people at either rear end or at least those who are ready to be killed off. But that's all speculation. I have no clue yet because I want to make sure that I was coming in blind to analyze the character. But like you're not going to put her on on Master Inferno if she isn't great. So let's go right ahead. Let's cut the the BS, and let's go right straight to it. Right. So we're going to go like we typically do. We're going to go through the passive because we need to understand if there's any key term that we need to work with or watch out for. And then afterwards, we're going to go through every other move set, check the fighting spirit, check what the garage does, and of course, we've also we can also see that she has no soul power. Okay, so we don't have to worry about any extra from that regard there. Okay, so let's look at the character. First of all, the passive says charge the coat with one stack of energy, and after unleashing a combo or super combo. After each stack, increasing super combo and combo damage by after each stack, increasing super combo and combo by 20%, stacks up to 3 times. So each time you sort of like run any of super combo or combo, it looks like what's going to happen is you're going to be getting damage stacks, and you can only do it up to 3 times. So likely you want to make sure that she's dominating in your moves. Either you're starting with her, and you want to start with her, and either run her C2 or C3, depending on which one is more effective, or depending on which one gives more synergy to the rest of your team. If the super combo is unleashed when there are 3 stacks of energy active, consume all 3 stacks and enter overdrive. Okay, the first super combo unleashed while in overdrive will not consume the super combo gauge. Nice. And deals 140% of the damage of a normal combo. So deals 140% of the damage of a normal combo, so meaning you're going to get extra 40% more damage. Is that what that is? Because if you're saying it is 140% more of a regular combo, it means you're doing 100%, so you're not losing anything, and you're getting the extra 40% more. That's what I want to think that is. However, this super combo cannot chain into a friendly fighter's combo 1. I will not add any stacks of energy. Okay, so this is kind of different. So it's almost like you can do a combo chain of 5, an initial combo chain of, so for example, if you run her after she already has one stack of the energy, and then you start with her, then we get 2 stacks, or you could even be like on the 3rd one, but I'm just trying to give like the quickest case scenario where you already have 1 stack. All right, which I'm pretty sure you probably would have 1 stack maybe just by starting the lineup. I'm sure they would add something like that, but let's just assume she doesn't have that perk. So you run a super combo with her to start with. She has 1 stack. You then go right ahead and then run her C2 or her C3. She gets the 3rd stack, and then she pretty much goes into overdrive. Then after she goes into overdrive, you can then use her to now complete an extra damage. Maybe, for example, use it as an opportunity to finish off an opponent before they actually start their own next super combo, or just to get some extra damage into it. So that actually looks pretty nice, and I like when I see unique passives or stuff like that. So that's pretty unique. It's the first person who is doing that. Okay, and that's why I was very particular about the fact that she was still dealing a full damage, unlike I believe was it Cammy and Vega, where if you were to run without a passive whatever, you're sort of like not really consuming too much. It's really kind of weak. I think it's 1%, I can't remember, but yeah, let's go on to the next stuff. Okay, upon unleashing a super combo while in overdrive, recover HP equal to 5% of match HP. That is cool. That is like you're recovering a quarter. That's actually neat. Okay, increase the damage of the super combo unleashed in over to 105% of a normal super combo, and increase the damage to 107% of normal super combo. This is actually pretty neat. This is a nice, feature there. Overdrive, that's one thing you want to sort of build up for. And this would make her pretty useful in the boss battles as well. All right. Now, the first one, an AoE strike, burst strike. Strike enemies in an area one time, dealing soul damage equal to 250% of attack. This increases up to 458% of attack once hit level 3. Nothing specific about it, just soul damage. That's about it. Okay, so pretty much if you're dealing 458 right now, the next one should be an extra 70%. So we're looking at, 528% of attack fully. All right, that's not bad. Okay, next one is Thunder Spin Kick. So this is where we're going to decide if you want to be, running with your combo 2, your C2 or your C3. Of course, don't forget it also depends on the synergy with regards to whatever team lineup that you're adding her to. Okay, so kicks enemies in an area one time, in a small area one time, dealing soul damage equal to 131% of attack. Then unleash a thunder ring that deals damage equal to 205% of attack to all enemies in its path, and a 50% chance to inflict shock. That's cool. And I like, the more you have a chance to inflict shock, the more I like you, because there's some passive characters, the likes of poison and who else gives you buffs when you do thunder damage. That would definitely work well with her. So let's look at the move, the way it runs again. Okay. All right. And now the target hits by thunder. The targets hit by the thunder ring receive 15% more soul damage for 20 seconds. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's almost like you're making them more vulnerable once you do this move. That's nice. Target hit by a kick receive 40% more thunder damage for 8 seconds. Okay. The soul damage looks a bit more appealing. Of course, 40% more thunder damage. That's not bad, but it's kind of, it's kind of like high, like 40%, because if you think about it, not many. Okay, thunder damage. It's actually not impossible. That's needed a certain amount of characters who do that. But yeah, it looks like sounds like she could have been a thunder character, but honestly, she's doing a lot of soul damage, so we do that. So, shock. Target takes thunder damage equal to 10% of attack for each attack received for 6 seconds and can stack up to 10 times. Okay, so let's look at the C3 here. All right, let me look at the animation again. All right, doesn't look bad. So summon an energy pillar beneath the enemy with the highest HP percentage. Striking them 5 times to do so damage equal to 775% of attack. I thought she was going to do something that will have to do with like a stealthy attack, attacking someone that is more specific. So this one right now is enemy with the highest HP. All right, and you're going to deal soul damage equal to 775% of attack. Okay, then unleash a thunder ring that deals thunder damage equal to 205% attack to all enemies in its path, with a 50% base chance to inflict 1 shock. Chances are this is going to be, the tank. So almost like an easy way to sort of eliminate tank as quickly as possible, so you can easily rip through the rest of the team, because proper tanks tend to be the last survivors in the team, unless you have Bison in it, obviously. But yeah, this sort of would reduce that chance. Okay, so when you go to level 2, it becomes 15% more soul damage for 20 seconds, and level 3 makes it 15% more thunder damage for 3 seconds. So currently right now we have 75% of attack and 205% of attack, so it's going to just add a few more to those 2 attacks, pretty much. All right, so that's pretty much it. It gives the vibe like Trendy Gal kind of gives as well, more like, just seems like a damage dealing unit. So far we're going to look at his fighting spirits, get more reveal on what the character has to offer. So you're going to get a HP bonus of 19% on unlocking Fighting Spirit, attack bonus of 37%. That's pretty high. Critical rate of 5.5%, and crit damage of 15%. This is a character that's just looking to rip havoc. All right, so let's look at it right now. This is one time interesting as well. I typically like to look for the perfect assist characters for my Sasuke squad. So let's get it this way. Assist the fighter. Assist after the fighter unleashes a combo or super combo. Increase their combo and super combo damage by 6% until the end of the battle. So that's up to 3 times. So you can get up to 18% of attack. That is pretty neat. That's pretty neat. This is someone that you want to unlock the fighting spirit at bare minimum if you don't have the resources to at least push all the way. The next one we're going to be looking at right now is going to be the level 10. Upon unleashing a super combo, upon unleashing a super combo while in overdrive. All right. So to unlock plus 10, upon unleashing a super combo while in overdrive, heal all friendly fighters for 15% of Chief Viper's HP. Okay. Kind of gives regular Viper set of stuff, I think. I think regular Viper is more or less like a shield. This one is more like health, whatever. I'm going to check. I can't remember really. Upon gaining 1 stack of energy through the passive skill, increase super combo damage by 5%. Stack with 10 times. Okay. Upon gaining 1 stack of energy through passive skill, increase super combo damage by 10%. Stacks up to 12 times. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Like I said, this is all about giving Viper more damage. Okay. I like the assist, 18% damage increase for assisted fighter. Of course you have to do a few combos to accumulate that, but that is pretty neat. And we're going to go to the garage and see what the final piece of the puzzle is. Okay. Thunder Burst. Okay, enemies hit by burst times energy pillar receive 10% more soul damage for 1 second. Stacks up to 5 times. Okay, so if you hit, let's see, burst times. Let's look. I think that's the super combo. If that's super combo, that's gonna be his burst strike. Oh, okay, it's the AOE. I was gonna be worried if it was gonna be super combo because I don't know if you want to be starting with that. Although of course if you do end it, so almost like what this is saying right now is when you do this and you get at 1 second, if depending on how the animation is, right, you have a chance to sort of like the next attack that you hit is going to be pretty massive, right? So let's go back to the garage, and it says that 2% more soul damage for 1 second. Obviously we're looking at likes of Eve Ryu or those who do soul damage to benefit from this, and then 6 out of 6 thunder rings from the thunder spin kick and burst time deal bonus thunder damage equal to 10% of the enemy's max HP, capture 10% of Chief Viper's attack. So obviously you want to do the maximum damage. You probably want to unlock everything, and we're also looking at the fact that not only just that, but the soul damage one where it says enemy hit by burst times energy pillar receive 15% more damage, more soul damage for 1 second. So once you get hit, they only have 1 second for you to unleash the next strike. I don't know. It seems weird. So does it? Is it just the damage that stacks up, or the time stacks up as well? So for example, if 15% becomes 75%, is it? Yeah, that's 75. Yeah, if 15% becomes 75% after 5 stacks, right? After 5 stacks, are we saying they also receive it for 5 seconds? That's the one thing I'm not really sure of, because if it's just 1 second, like, you can lose it, right? Like if you don't have a second combo gauge, which typically you wouldn't in regular, you would only have this sort of thing when it comes to bosses, and you would want to have a character that, other than Viper, who does the final move, because she has to do the final move. Assuming it was like a C3, right? C2, right? That gets this bonus. So if it was Thunder Spin Kick that got this advantage, then it makes sense because you would obviously want to finish up your combo with a C3, which is typically the strongest move of the game. And if you have a soul damage dealer who's going to run the C3, then it's going to be amazing. But because they wanted to reduce that situation, they've gone to allow it only be for the C3. And what that means is that you have to have another gauge of super combo to take advantage of this one. This, in my opinion, seems to be, it should have been the 6-6, and then you can now decide if you want to go for 6 cars rather than 3 cars, because the Thunder one is pretty much makes more sense in that it's achievable, but this one here you can waste it because it says 15% more soul damage for 1 second. The other thing I'm thinking about is maybe what they're saying is that after you unleash that, the enemy has that 15% more soul damage that they're going to receive, and then after they receive it, that will count for 1 second. The next combo gauge would not trigger it anymore. Hey, I don't know. I'm hoping hopefully it can get up to 5 seconds, because 1 second is enough for you to lose that opportunity of taking advantage of it. That is the only downer that I've seen so far. I feel like it should have been made for Thunder Spin Kick, enough for burst time. Yeah, but you know, this is just one aspect of it, and we can see the ring. There's this lightning, purple lightning that we can see in the circle. That is pretty much what we have to see here. We already established the speed. I believe it's 128. We saw that when we're sort of like just analyzing our arrival and the update, the state of the game as a whole in terms of the update, that was released. I believe, 128. That's how you can max up her speed. Otherwise, I don't think we're missing anything else. She's obviously not a special fight character that she would have her EX moves, so we don't have to worry about looking for EX moves over there. But that's pretty much it, guys, when it comes to the kit there. What did you guys think after accepting, actually after looking through the kit? I'm sure most of you have already played with the character already, and you probably already have your own ideas and opinion on what you think about the character. So far, she looks like a major damage dealer, and it's going to be fun to try her out in the limited trial events, which is going to be coming up next. All right, I believe there should be a chance for us to do more predictions. Let's make sure that let's just make sure that if it's available, we can go ahead and pick our choice. Correct guess. Sorry, I would normally want to go for I believe it was Diaz, because it's one of my boys in terms of guys I'm friends with on the game. But I had to be realistic there. So do we have another one? We have another one here right now. So look, this is what I do when it comes to looking at this. I believe I just kind of check and see what their strength is like, and then look at their first lineup here. Okay, and let's look over at the other side. 617, 109, and this is 6979, 138. I'll go with the guy. I think he was one I picked first, and was Sipe. That was, yeah. So I'm going to go for him, and hopefully we win. Okay, F2P Lord. I don't know if that means free to play Lord, but I doubt he's free to play. But I've got no problem with that either. Otherwise, guys, thanks for tuning in today. Make sure you smash a like on the channel here, subscribe as well if you haven't already. I'm going to be tuning in and getting you guys the limited time trials to see how she pretty much performs. And as you guys know, I'm going to repeat it obviously in the other video as well. She is the assassin in the squad, meaning she has to be the main carry when it comes to damage dealing, and hopefully she is up to the task. It's your boy Shin Ryu. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys shortly in the next video. Cheers.